Alright, I'm going to do a comparative of some of my own stoves that I own. Simply for the fact of my own edification, but I'm going to put it on the YouTube just to show some of the differences and stuff I have. Everything from alcohol, butane to wood gas. And I just want to see the different speeds. We're all going to use the same pot, this GSI kettle. 1 cup of water out of the same bucket. And for the alcohol stoves, I'm going to use 1 ounce of fuel. And I'm going to time everything, including the time it takes to flash over. And we'll see what happens. These first times here, I'm going to use heat on these alcohol stoves, and when I am done using the heat on all of them, I will pick the one that had the best time and try the alcohol just to see the difference. And later on I will try some denatured alcohol to see the difference between that. We're just going to start with this little small stove that I bought off of Intense Angler in a kit that he had. We'll do 1 ounce of fuel. Just putting 1 ounce of fuel at a time in here. Get in the GSI kettle here. We will put 1 cup of water. Put that on there. Alright, I had to go get my phone so that I have a stopwatch. We'll bring this up here and go ahead and light it. I'm going to start the stopwatch. Alright, it's lit. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll give you the times in case you can't. Let that heat up to a flashover point. Or I can put this on top. Starting to come out. Alright, go ahead and put that on top. Alright, it's starting to talk at 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Steam's coming out. I have a full boil at 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Now I'm going to take this kettle off and I'm going to let that ounce burn out and see how long we have. Alright, at 7 minutes we have no more burn on 1 ounce of fuel. I went ahead and put this cup on there so that it would burn at a steady rate and be working like it's supposed to be working. But there we go, it is completely out after 7 minutes. Alright, we got our next stove out. This is a stove that I also got from Intense Angler. It's made out of one of those new aluminum beer cans. It's really thick and it's rolled inside. I really like the durability feel of this stove. I haven't actually taken it camping yet, but we're going to run a test through it. 1 ounce of fuel, 1 cup of water in the GSI, just like we did for the other one. And we're going to see what happens with this one. So we'll put our 1 ounce of fuel in there. Alright. Go ahead and get our stopwatch ready. Start. Light it. Come on. Alright, when we flash over, we'll put the GSI on there with 1 cup of water and see how long it takes to boil, and then we'll see how long it takes that 1 ounce to burn out. Alright, we got flash over. Put us on here. And let's watch her go. Alright, at 2 minutes and 34 seconds, it's already starting to talk and we're getting a little bit of steam out of it. They can roll this down. Starting to boil. I would say I got a full boil at 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this off. Set it over here. Put this pan back on. And let it run out of 1 ounce of fuel and see how long that takes. Alright, we got to stop a burning at 5 minutes and 10 seconds for 1 ounce of fuel. Whoop, bumped you. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm a little partial to this stove. This is my first homemade stove out of a Dr. Pepper can. It's a pressure walled stove and I kind of like it. I made it myself. We're going to go ahead and put our 1 ounce of fuel in there. Alright, we got our 1 cup of water going in the GSI. Now we will go ahead and start our timer, light our stove. Takes a little while for this one to bloom up. Alright. One of the downfalls of that stove, it takes a little while for it to bloom. Alright, starting to talk. We're sitting at about 4 minutes and 12 seconds. There's some steam coming out. Let's see what we get here. Fold this down. Starting to get louder. Starting to a little bit of a boil. We definitely have a boil going now at 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Alright, let's take this off and see how much longer we last with our 1 ounce of fuel. Alright, it's starting to slow down. Still got a little bit of a flame at 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Let's see how much longer it lasts. I don't know if you could see this. Trying to get a little flame. You can see a little bit of the blue on there. It is 9 minutes and 56 seconds, 58, and this thing is still burning. All the other ones were long out by then. I'm trying to get a picture of the blue flame. I don't know if you could see it or not, but it is still burning at 10 minutes. Alright, there we go. We are out at 11 minutes. Well, it definitely was not the fastest boil. I think this might be the best for fuel consumption. I might test later to see how much exactly takes to boil 1 cup or maybe 2 cups, because I definitely did not expect it to go that long. Alright, it's time for the Trangia. I bought this one specifically because I do Boy Scouts, and in their rule books you can't use any stoves that are handmade. they have to be stoves that are bought. So I bought this one for that specific reason. I'm also using a pot stand because you can't say anything right on this stove either. And we'll put 1 cup of water in and get ready to go. Alright, we got our 1 cup, our 1 ounce of fuel, sorry. And now we have our 1 cup of water. Go ahead and light it, hit start. And with this one, we're not going to have to wait for a flashover. So we can go ahead and put us up there. And let's see how long it takes us to get our 1 cup going. Alright, we definitely have noise. We also have steam coming out. We don't have a full boil yet, but it's getting really close, guys. I think my pot stand needs some work. We're at 3 minutes and 42 seconds. And we got a small boil started. I would say we got a full boil going at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright. Now, since this one doesn't matter what goes on top, I'm just going to take this off and let it burn, and let's see how long that 1 ounce of fuel lasts. While we're watching this, one thing I do like about this Trangia is you have this right here that comes with it, that you can do a simmer, or you can go ahead and put the stove out, and then you can put the cap on it, save the fuel. I do like that. So if you do put 2 ounces of fuel in there and you only use 1 ounce of it, you don't have to burn it all off, versus some of these other ones that are homemade units. Alright, we're starting to slow down on the Trangia at 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We still got a little bit of flame going here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do a big comment section on these stoves at the end with the weights and the times and all that stuff. Still got a flame. 8 minutes. Alright, that's it. No more Trangia after 8 minutes and 40 seconds. We've got no flame left.